Okay, so I haven't been flying in a while. As you all know, I've been busy doing other things like Quest 3, VR, and other cloud gaming videos. So here I am on my 3090 Ti, still powerful GPU. Everything maxed out. Clouds looks beautiful, man. The detail is just mind-boggling. Look at these clouds, man. Detail is just mind-boggling. Look at that. We're at Palm Beach International. We're going to fly from Palm Beach International all the way to Boston, KBOS, Logan International Airport, which is right over here. So let me bring down this map. There it is. Now this is the trajectory right here that I am initially supposed to take, but I'm gonna use a different flight plan. I'm gonna go around here along the coastline and then make my way up to Boston, Logan International. Bring this a little bit like that. Put it up here. Get the GPS tracking, keep it there. And I'm sure you noticed on the bottom left, I have my Velocity 1. A lot of people ask me, hey, why are you using Velocity 1 when you have other options? When you have Thrustmaster, when you got that TCA Thrustmaster Boeing yoke, when you have that other Velocity yoke, full complete package from Turtle Beach, and you also have other Thrustmaster, T16000M. You got a lot of options. Why are you using this? Because it's more compact. I just like it. Everything's there. And I don't have too much space here in the office. See, there's a green screen. There's my big computer there with 3090 Ti. I don't have too much space to be, putting up a big giant, yoke and all that. I might do that eventually in my bedroom. I might do that. Put a 50-inch ultra-wide screen with a Tobii eye tracker, which I have, and then get the TCA Boeing yoke installed with quadrants or Turtle Beach Velocity yoke. But I need space for that, But for the office here, this really gets the job done, especially for our AirBus, because AirBus do use a flight stick, which is right over here. If you guys can see it. They are using a flight stick, and it's properly calibrated, as you can see. So it's all good. All right, I think we're ready to take off. So that's why I'm using a Turtle Beach Velocity, and this flight stick, it's more than enough, to be honest with you, for me here, for the Microsoft Flight Simulator and the X-Plane 12. I used it on both. Um, Microsoft Flight Simulator and the X-Plane 12, and it works great on the both. The only difference is on the X-Plane 12, you do have to do key binding. Everything has to be button mapped manually. It doesn't work on the default. You have to manually adjust everything. So you have to do that once, and once you do that once, it's going to recognize it the next time you go to your X-Plane 12. On the Microsoft Flight Simulator, it recognizes it on the default, just like that, right away. It recognizes it. Because it's really intent for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Turtle Beach has a good partnership with Microsoft, and they do create a lot of products for Microsoft Flight Simulator. It'll be interesting to see what they're going to do this year for release of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. So can't wait to see what type of products they're going to put this year. All right, without any further ado, let's go ahead. We're going to be taking off at 19,000 feet. That's where I want to be. Altitude. Because I want to see the scenery as I am flying. I don't want to be too high up in the sky. Let me just make sure this is all cranked up really high. There we go. Okay, everything's good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to take off slowly but surely. I hope the audio is good for you guys. If not, I can turn it up a little bit more, like the 30 right here. There we go. Hopefully that's better. All right. By the way, I can tell you it's pretty accurate because I've been to Palm Beach International many times, and I can tell you this is exactly how this airport looks like.
Palm Beach Tower, generic November tree 1 tree Whiskey Alpha at runway 10 right, ready for departure IFR to Pontiac. Generic November tree 1 tree Whiskey Alpha, hold short runway 10 right. Traffic is generic.
Gears up.
Final.
Flaps up.
All Nippon tree 21 continue for east departure.
Like I said, I'm going to use a different trajectory,
Palm Beach Tower,
different
all
flight
Nippon
plan.
321 continue for east departure.
I'm not going to use the one that's already given to me by VFR. I'll choose my own option, which is fine.
Hold short runway 10 right, generic tree Whiskey Alpha. All Nippon tree 21 leaving my airspace, frequency change approved.
Palm Beach Tower, all Nippon Tree 21 frequency change. Palm Beach approach, all Nippon Tree 21 is type Airbus 5 miles east of Palm Beach, 2,100 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
All Nippon tree 21 Palm Beach approach. Squawk 6764.
Squawk 6764, all Nippon Tree 21.
All Nippon contact 6 miles east of Palm Beach, 3,500 feet. Cleared through the Charlie airspace.
I just want to go through these clouds first.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace. All Nippon 321.
All Nippon 321, you're leaving my airspace radar service terminated.
You got
at
altitude
1200.
right there at the 19,000.
Approved.
Hold it.
Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved. All Nippon 321. Miami
All right, so we're
Center,
gonna
all
slowly
Nippon
adjust to
321
the
is type Airbus 9 miles east of Palm Beach 7,300
to the left.
feet. Request flight following.
All Nippon 321, Miami Center. Squawk 6166.
Squawk 6166. All Nippon 321.
All Nippon 321, radar contact 11 miles east of Palm Beach, 7,800 feet. Altimeter 29.95. United 1750, contact Miami Center on 132.25. Good day.
I really like Latin VFR. The amount of detail that Latin VFR puts into these airplanes, it's really remarkable. I have two of their airplanes. I got 321 Airbus and 319, the executive 319. It's a smaller little business plane, but Airbus 321 is truly remarkable.
JetBlue 2701, descend and maintain flight level 210.
They put so much detail into this plane.
Approach on 128.3.
They also have passengers on board, live passengers, and you can see them, you know, moving around, interacting. So they put a lot of detail into this plane.
All Nippon 321, Palm Beach, approach altimeter 29.96, radar contact, continue. All Nippon 321, contact Palm Beach, approach on 125.2. Good day.
Going to 125.2. All Nippon 321. Palm Beach approach. All Nippon 321, 8,400 feet.
I'm using the Inspiration of Japan
Palm Beach, approach altimeter
ANA
29.96,
Airbus 321. It's a beautiful airplane, man. Love the livery on it. It's just beautiful. If you're really looking to get your first airliner, you can't go wrong with the Latin VFR. Latin VFR. The price is just right. You know, it's only like $20. If you go with a 321, it's only $20. The price is right. And you get a lot of stuff in it. You get a lot of detail in it. I think to get your feet wet, if you're going to be getting into a flight simulator, go with a Latin VFR, man. They really do a fantastic job. They have 321, they got 318, they got 319, and they got 320 as well.
All Nippon 321, contact Palm Beach, approach on 132.8. Good day.
They also have
Southwest 1552,
A330, I believe.
250, keep speed not above 280.
That's a little bit more expensive, $34 plus tax, like $35. But it's still worth it. It's still worth it. It's definitely worth it. I wanted to get the 330, but right now I'm hurting for money, so you know, there's that. I need to climb to 19,000 feet.
All Nippon 321 contact Miami Center on 132.15. Good day.
And they have so many liveries, dude, included for the price.
Nippon 321. Goodbye.
Stay away from all those other
3219,000.
third-party companies. Only go with Latin VFR or PMDG. Latin VFR or PMDG, man. That's all I can recommend. Don't waste your money on all those other, you know, Captain Sim copycats. You know, I have a question for you, Asobo. Why are you allowing some of these third-party I just think that Asobo, you should allow only good quality products.
Goodbye.
You're allowing all kinds of
14,500 feet.
all kinds of stuff on there, man, and it's clogging up the marketplace, man.
All Nippon 321, Miami Center altimeter 29er, decimal 905 radar contact continue.
Your standards should be higher, Asobo.
Climb and maintain flight level 2.
There should be a certain requirement that needs to be passed in order to be able to put your airplane for sale.
Descend and maintain 17,000 feet.
And I don't know why you guys are not doing that. I mean, all I see is Captain Sim and that other
Miami Center American 160.
company
Level 360.
that is putting out all these airplanes, you know, these fake Russian jet fighter look-alike Su-57s and Chinese stealth fighters, and I mean, it's just garbage.
American 2087, Miami Center radar contact.
And then you got how many Captain Sims in there, man? It's ridiculous. You need more of Latin VFR. You need more of PMDG. You need more of Phoenix. You need Phoenix in there. And
Descend and maintain 17,000 feet. American 153.
that's about it, man. I would say Latin VFR, PMDG, and Phoenix.
Climb and maintain flight
Those are the
level
3
240,
companies that I would say
level
go for it.
6286.
Now, when it comes to jet fighters, you know, DC Designs, yeah. Top Mach Studios, yeah. Heat Blur, yeah. Eagle Dynamics, yeah. Those are the top dogs, you know. But all the other ones, Captain Sim and that other, I forgot the name, scenery something, you know, simulation scenery, whatever they call it. Nah, you don't want that.
Miami Center generic November
We don't need that.
Whiskey Alpha is at
All I'm saying is this, you know, you should have a higher standards on what type of
generic November tree 1 tree
airplanes
Alpha Miami Center
you allow
29er decimal
to be
905
sold on
radar
your market.
contact continue to
A lot of people are complaining about that, you know, on a community. They're saying, why are you allowing all this kind of stuff to be put out there, you know?
2001 climb and
You should have like certain standards that requires a higher quality, so that will put these developers to work to only bring a high quality, not to sell something out there, you know, higgy-jiggy that looks like crap, and then sell it, you know, for a ridiculous price, you know.
Flight level 250 climbing. Flight level 290.
I would never pay $30 for Captain Sim. Are you kidding? $35 for Captain Sim? No way, dude.
Porter 510 Miami
So all I'm saying is this.
continue to Oxman.
You should have higher standards
Descend and maintain flight
on your
level
marketplace.
230.
every Thursday you get these crappy products put on the marketplace. I've been looking at it and I'm like, man, what's all of this? Every Thursday there's like this crappy airplanes that we get. You know, where's that high quality, man? Where's different 747s? How long do we have to wait for 747, man? Is there nobody out there that can? How about you, Asobo? Can't you make different versions of 747? Can you get in touch with PMDG? I mean, where are the 747s, man? Where are the 737 Maxes? Where are the different types of 777s? Where's the different types of 787s? What's going on here, man? You know what I mean? Hopefully this is going to change this year with the release of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Hopefully. But we need better airplanes, man. We need better products. It's not just me saying this. It's not just me saying this. A lot of people are saying this. Especially if you're on the console, if you're on the Xbox. Oh my God, man. People are begging for a better options. A better airplanes, you know. I cannot tell you how beautiful this looks, man. A 3090 Ti right here. 24 gigabytes of GDDR6X RAM. Dude, the amount of detail that I see on this airplane, dude, it's just ridiculous. You can even see the people inside right here. Like right here. Look at the reflection right here. I mean, it's just the detail is just top notch, man. This is the power of PC. Unmatched. You know, granted, Xbox Series X and Series S, they do the best they can to run the flight simulator in the best way that it can, and it's pretty impressive what the console can do to run this game, right? And kudos to Microsoft for being able to do that on a console. However, if you truly want to step into like how to appreciate Microsoft Flight Simulator in its best possible format, and the best possible format is the PC, like a very high-end PC, man. That's where you want to be when it comes to Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is where you want to be. Xbox is great. If you can't afford a high-end PC, that's a great option. But if you really want to go to that professional level, PC is the way to go. Look at that. Look at the reflections, man. Look how beautiful that looks, man. Fantastic. Look at that. That's beautiful, man. Look at that. Look at the detail. What a beauty, man. Look at this. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful detail. So I heard about the 4090 Super. Yeah. It's $1,000. But what's the point? Hear me out. I know what NVIDIA is doing. They always keep doing this stuff every single year, man. It's like they're doing the same thing every year, man. It's almost like laughable and predictable. What I mean laughable, because like they're so predictable. It's like Jay-Z 2 cents. It is laughable and predictable. When you look at NVIDIA, you already know what they're gonna do each year. They're so predictable. All right, so they got 4080 Super, which is a little bit better than the current 4080. Slightly a little bit faster for a cheaper price. So, okay, let's say you get yourself a 4080 Super. It's a great card. I mean, you'll be fine. You'll be able to play all of these games, high-end settings. You'll be able to do VR, do all of that stuff. But here comes summer, May, June, July. Here comes the 5080. 5080. $1,500. And you just wasted $1,000 on a 4080 Super. And now you got 5080 that's about 75% faster than your current 4080. And it's about 35% faster than 4090. And you're going to say to yourself, so why did I buy 4080 Super? Don't buy 4080 Super. You're already in 2024. Wait till 580. If you're going to spend $1,000, what's extra $500 going to make much of a difference? Get yourself a 5080 and then be set for, I don't know, 2028 or 2029. To be honest, 5080 should last you more than 4 years, dude. 5080 should last you more than 4 years. I don't think there's going to be any video games out there that's going to require minimum 5080. I guarantee you there isn't going to be any video games out there that are going to require of you to have a minimum 5080. Okay? Or even minimum 3090. So, look, it's up to you. If you want to buy a Super, buy a Super. Nothing wrong with it. It's great. 4080 Super is a great graphics card. It's gonna run all of these games great. Okay, but come May, June, a few months from now, 5080, $1,500. And they're going to have a 5090, which is going to be $2,000, obviously. Guys, I agree with Jay-Z, bro. You know, you guys know Jay-Z 2 cents. When it comes to graphics cards, there's only one guy. I guess you could say I'm a Jay-Z 2 cent fanboy. I've been following the guy for a long time. I like the guy. I like him a lot. Great guy. Great guy. So he's right. Jay-Z 2 cents is right. He's right about NVIDIA. Just wait, man. Just wait. Wait till summer. You'll be able to buy 4080 for like $600. You'll be able to buy a 4090 for like $900. I'm gonna get my 4090 for like $900. And honestly, 4090 is all I need. I don't even listen. I don't need 5080. I don't need 5080. And I sure as hell don't need 5090. What I'm gonna need, a generator? I'm gonna need a freaking generator to run the damn card? No, I don't need that, man. All that raw power, man. I don't need that. I really don't. 4090, it's more than enough, and I'm gonna buy 4090 dirt cheap. Dirt cheap this summer. Mark my words, this summer, this guy, this bozo right here is gonna get 4090 for $900. Dirt cheap. While rest of you gonna be emptying your wallets, paying that interest rate and all that other crap for 5080 and 5090. Not me. Because I don't need it. I just need 4090. And I'm good. I'm good till 2028. With 4090, I'm good till 2028, 2029. And then in 2029, finally, maybe I'll jump into, 6090 or 7080 or whatever. But for right now, I ain't buying 4080 Super. I don't need it. 4090, I'll get 4090. Even if I buy 4090 for $1,200, it's still good. It's still a good deal. But trust me, I'll be able to find this summer, this Memorial Day, I guarantee you, mark my words, guys, this Memorial Day, May 31st, 2024, year of our Lord, I, Mr. 4K, this bozo, will be able to find 4090 on the Newegg, on the Amazon or Newegg, or Walmart, I'll be able to find it for $900. $900. You can take this to the bank. I'll be able to find it for $900. Guaranteed. 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 They have to cut the prices. They have to clear out the stock. They have to sell out all the 4090s. Trust me, you'll be able to get a 4090 this summer easily. Easily. Trust me on that. I know what I'm talking about. I want to bring my speed down a little bit.
All Nippon 321 traffic in sight.
We're going across the ocean, guys. Bermuda Triangle.
All Nippon 321 have the generic in sight.
Spirit Wings 3149er heavy descend and maintain flight level 380. Delta 2556 traffic is 4 o'clock 2 miles at flight level 355 Airbus. Report them in sight.
Latin VFR, man, does such a great job.
1801 descend and maintain flight level 280. All Nippon 321 traffic is 9 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 380 Airbus A20N.
You know how much I paid for this airplane?
All Nippon 321 have the traffic.
$12 when he was on sale. I bought it for $12. It was a package deal. I got this and a 319. $12, dude. And dude, the stuff that's available on this plane, it's remarkable. The amount of features, the amount of detail that you get, it's truly remarkable, man. They even have a sun visors. You can use them if you want. They're right here. They're right here. Here, let me show you. It's right over here. If you want it, you can use it. I mean, they got everything. You got passengers in here. You can go ahead and check out the passengers. I'll show you in a minute. Which is pretty cool.
Descend and maintain flight level 350 Delta 1635. All Nippon 321 traffic is 9 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 350 generic. Report them inside.
There you go. This is all part of the amount of detail that Latin VFR puts into this airplane. And you have to appreciate that. For such a small company that sells these airplanes at a very reasonable price, and they put so much effort to give you the best possible value for what you're paying. And then you look at Captain Sim and you just want to laugh. You know, when you look at Captain Sim, you just laughable, dude. To the point of like to the point of no return, dude. Like you're gonna laugh so hard that you can't even come back to it, like, because it's so ridiculous. But what's even more ridiculous is that the Asobo allows Captain Sim to be on there. Nobody likes Captain Sim, dude. I don't know who actually is using that crap. Certainly not me. Certainly it's not going to be me. You know what I mean? Now, the only time I purchased Captain Sim is when I didn't know. It was back 3 years ago. 2.5 years ago, I'm sorry, 2.5 years ago. I didn't know. I had no idea who Captain Sim was, and I thought it was the real 777, right? And then I find out it's not the real 777. It's just like stripped down 747, that wannabe 777. And that's when I learned and find out that it's a scam. You know, it's the biggest scam ever. So, but even though a lot of people know that Captain Sim, it's the biggest scam ever, for some reason Asobo and Microsoft, they're still letting him release all of these bogus planes. And that's what I don't understand. I mean, clearly Asobo looks at the community. Clearly, I'm sure they read the community. And if you go to the community, you're going to see that nobody likes Captain Sim because it's just bogus. It's not a real airplane. It's some watered down version of that, whatever, 777. Like a half-assed version of 777. And you look at Latin VFR. these guys, they put so much effort, they put so much work into it, put so much detail into it for a very reasonable price. And also the airplane flies like it should fly, you know. The airplane physics operate as they should operate, like the real airplane would operate. It feels like a real airplane when you're controlling it. So all I'm saying to Asobo is you should have a higher standards on your marketplace. You should have a much higher standards. You should only allow products that qualify for a simulator of aviation. People who truly take it seriously and they want to bring realism, true to life replica of that airplane, which PMDG does, of course. PMDG does. Latin VFR does. Phoenix absolutely does. And there's another one. Of course, we got Heat Blur for jet fighters. We got Eagle Dynamics. We got DC Designs. Those are the ones you want, you know. Just Flight. Just Flight is another good example. When it comes to Piper Arrow, they do a fantastic job on the Piper Arrow. I have tried their Piper Arrows, and man, Piper Arrow 3, Piper Arrow 2, they do a fantastic job on that turboprop, single turboprop engine Piper Arrow. It's a great plane. So that's what you should be allowing to be on the market, not the those other higgimy-jiggies. And you got a lot of higgimy-jiggies out there putting out their crappy airplanes, you know.
Miami Center, JetBlue 1067, flight level 360. JetBlue
You might as well just,
radar contact, continue to delete.
if you're gonna allow any kind of higgimy-jiggy to put your airplanes on there on the market, you might as well just allow the telemarketers, scammers from India, New Delhi, to be selling the airplanes to you at that point. I know, it's a joke. I don't care. It's a joke. I can say whatever I want to say. It's my channel. I don't care. But you might as well put those telemarketers from India and New Delhi and put them in there to sell, you know, their bogus airplanes too. So, Asobo, Microsoft, come on. At least explain cares. Austin Mayer cares about what's put on his market. Austin Mayer is not going to allow any kind of crap to be put on the market out there for the X-Plane. He's very particular on what he accepts to be acceptable to be put on the X-Plane platform. So say what you want to say, guys, about Laminar Research. At least they do care about the quality and the realism of what's being put out there on their platform, regardless of how you might feel about Laminar Research and Austin Mayer. But at least they care about the realism and detail. You know, they're not going to allow some crap like Captain Sim to be out there, you know. Those of you who are into flight simulators, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Those of you who are not into flight simulators, this could be some kind of an alien language for you to dissect or to decode. But if you're into flight simulators, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, you have to appreciate this kind of stuff that a small company, LVFR, puts out there. They didn't have to go through all this trouble to put somebody like Todd Howard. This guy looks like a Todd Howard from Bethesda, right? But they did, and you have to appreciate the detail that they put into this, man.
All Nippon 321 contact Jacksonville Center on 120.85.
You know what I mean?
Good day.
I certainly do appreciate
120.85. All Nippon
this kind of
321.
stuff.
Goodbye. Jacksonville Center, all Nippon 321 flight level 430.
All Nippon 321 Jacksonville Center radar contact continue.
I tried this in VR, actually. It's very remarkable if you are in VR. You can put on a headset, and you could actually you can go ahead, put on a headset, look out the window, right? Look out the window, enjoy the scenery, play some Spotify, listen to some Spotify, right? Listen to some music, listen to some Joe Rogan as you're flying. And that's the benefit of having the VR, having the Oculus Quest 3. I mean MetaQuest. MetaQuest, I'm sorry. MetaQuest 3. And you can do that with MetaQuest 3. With that beautiful resolution, 110 field of view, while you're flying, listen to a podcast, listen to some music, look out the window, and you're going to feel like you're really flying. And you can do that with MetaQuest 3 on the Microsoft Flight Simulator. Which is pretty cool. So you see this attention to detail. It's pretty cool, man. And one have to really appreciate LVFR. I really look forward to check out their 330. My friend Dominic has tested it. He told me he really likes it. So I really can't wait to get my hand on a 330, man. Right now I cannot buy it because I'm, struggling right now with money because I have bills to pay. But in the future, I would love to try, for sure, LVFR Airbus 330.
American 422 descend and maintain flight level 340.
So this is ANA. This is a Japanese airliners. I just love their livery. I like their logo. The dark blue and the light blue. There's something about blue that I like. Even these headsets are blue. So anything that's like blue, dark blue and light blue, I love it. One of the reasons why I like Avatar is because of the blue color. So much blue. I'm very attracted to blue color. All right, let's go back to the cockpit. And even in the cockpit, dude, there's so much detail here. You can see the scratches on the cockpit. You can see all this detail. You can see the fingerprints on the cockpit window. This is from all the mechanics, engineers working on the airplane, checking it out, making sure that it's safe, making sure that everything's stable. So you see a bunch of fingerprints. See that? You can see those fingerprints. See that? So you see this detail, right? The amount of detail that LVFR puts into this airplane is truly remarkable for a very reasonable price, man. And this is what I want to see. This is what people want to see more of. when it comes to Microsoft Flight Simulator Marketplace. They want to see this kind of stuff. They want to see this type of detail, not some higgity-jiggy Captain Sim stuff, you know. Every time I see dude, the amount of Captain Sim that's on there, but they might as well call it a Captain Sim Marketplace. It's just Asobo. It is laughable. It is really laughable, Asobo, man, that you allow this guy, Captain Sim, put all that higgity-jiggy crap in there, man. Honestly. I don't know. Maybe Captain Sim has a good relationship with Asobo. I don't know. Who knows? But I do know this. Nobody likes Captain Sim. Nobody buys that crap. Nobody. I wouldn't... Dude, even if it was offered for me for free, even if it was given to me for free, I would not fly it. That's how bad the 777 Captain Sim really is. Even if somebody gave me Captain Sim airplane for free, I would not fly it. Yes, it's that bad. Yeah. Latin VFR, look at this detail, man. Look at this. Come on, man. This is this is what we talk about right here. The detail. You even got a coffee over here, man. Come on. See where we are right now currently. Let me just so we are currently at I think we're in South Carolina, dude. We're like at South Carolina, man. Right now. I think the coast of South Carolina is where we are right now currently. You have to remember, from Palm Beach to Boston, it's about a couple of hours, man. Couple of hours flight. You're looking at like 2 hours, pretty much. That's it. It's a 2-hour flight. You can watch one movie and, well, you can't even finish Oppenheimer, because Oppenheimer is 3 hours. You can maybe watch, I don't know, well, not even John Wick. John Wick Chapter 4 is 3 hours. You could watch, you could watch The Last Voyage of Demeter, you know, that Dracula movie, which is pretty good. That's like a couple of hours. You could watch that. And when you finish that movie, you will land on Logan International Boston International Airport. Let's look outside a little bit, shall we?
Climb and maintain flight level 300, United 1830. JetBlue 843, descend and maintain flight level 360.
I'm at the 43,000 altitude. I just want to go, you know, across the ocean. What I mean across the ocean, I mean across the coastline, and get to the land. Once I get to the land over here, then it's gonna be different, you know. But right now I'm on the ocean. When I'm on the ocean, I want to be at the higher altitude, bro. I want to be at the very high altitude. And you can see the ocean down below right there.
Descend and maintain flight level 340, Copa 357.
We're gonna drop down the altitude a little bit to maybe like 29,000, you know.
Flightjet 447, descend and maintain flight level 210. American 1333, descend and maintain flight level 350.
There's another airplane over there. You can see it. This is in real time, actually. You can see it right over there. On your left, left.
American 133,
Right over there.
descend and maintain flight level 350.
You can see the chemtrail. See it? Right there.
Climb and maintain flight level 350.
See it?
American 1333. Flightjet 447, descend and maintain flight level 210. American 1801, descend and maintain flight level 280.
So now we're approaching,
10 Flightjet 447.
I believe, North Carolina pretty soon. The coast of North Carolina. Almost there.
Descend and maintain flight level 280, American 1801.
It feels great, man, to be back flying. I remember when Flight Simulator first came out in 2020.
American 133.
I believe it was August 2020. Dude, everybody was super excited, man. And we all had a hard time downloading that game because everybody was trying to download that game, dude. So many people. It was on PC only first in 2020. It came out later on the Xbox. I think 2021 came out 2021 July. But 2020 it came out on the PC, and man, I remember spending nights, sleepless nights, trying to download this game, trying to re-download it, trying to get it to work. It was such a hassle to get this game to work. But once I finally got it to work, once I finally got everything, you know, taken care of and ready to go, I'll never forget, man. I spent like 100+ hours, dude. 100+ hours I spent in August and September just flying, dude. I was just flying all over the place, dude. And I still have those live streams. You can go back to 2020 August, and you'll see me flying the X-plane. Flying the Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm sorry, you'll see me flying Microsoft Flight Simulator in August of 2020. And you'll see the kind of problems I had trying to get it to work. But it was all worth it, man. Even though it was just such a pain trying to get the planes and everything to work. But once I got it to work, man, I was hooked on Microsoft Flight Simulator back in 2020. So I've been playing Microsoft Flight Simulator since it first came out, man. 3.5 years, man. And
Delta 1245, descend and maintain flight
it's
level
great.
30.
And I can't wait to see what they're going to do with 2024 this year. With a 2024 version, we'll see. I'm kind of excited to see what they're going to implement with the 2024 version.
American 1837 traffic alert. 6 o'clock, less than 1 mile, flight level 350 generic. Report them in sight.
As far as the X-Plane 12 goes, look, I use both
Frontier flight 212.
flight simulators. I use Microsoft and I use Laminar Research X-Plane. I use both of them. They're both good, but they're both different. They're both different. And I speak from the experience because I've used Microsoft Flight Simulator and X-Plane for a long time. You know, I've been using flight simulators for a long time, guys. You know, you don't know me that well. You don't know what I have played, what I haven't played. I've been using a flight simulator since 2004. All right, and then the Flight Steam X edition, I've been using that. I've been using the X-Plane 9, X-Plane 10, X-Plane 11, and now X-Plane 12. So I've been using both of these simulators for a long time. So I have a pretty good idea the difference between these two softwares. You know, this is not my like a first rodeo, because some of you guys don't know that, and how would you know that? You don't know what I have played, where I've been, what I've done. But I'm telling you that I'm pretty familiar with the difference between these two, because I have the experience. So what I'm trying to say now, that you know that I have experience with both of these Microsoft Flight Simulator software in the past 2 decades, and the X-Plane in the past 2 decades. What I want you to take away from this is that I have experience with both softwares, and I just want to tell you that both softwares are equally good. Both of them are equally good. There are differences between the two, but they're both equally good. It just depends on your preference, guys. But they're both equally good. X-Plane is realistic. Okay? People who say that the X-Plane is not realistic, well, they're just being one-sided. They're just being fanboys of Microsoft. You know, they're just being one-sided fanboys of one software. Or if the X-Plane individuals say that the Microsoft is not realistic, then they're just being fanboys of one point of view of one software. This is one of the reasons why I dislike fanboys. I don't like any kinds of fanboys. I don't care what it is. Xbox, PlayStation, television, flight simulators. The problem with the fanboys is you can't talk to them. You're like wasting your oxygen. You're just like, you might as well talk to a wall. You might as well go to the forest and see if you can talk to a Sasquatch. You might have a better communication with a Sasquatch or an alien in the forest, in a remote place in the forest, than you are with a fanboy. The problem with a fanboy mind is they just see one thing and one thing only. They just see their product. They see nothing else. They think of life as their product. You know, that's all they see. It's their product, their brand. And that's all they care. And they see nothing else. It's like a very small scope, very narrow scope, and through that narrow scope, they just see their product. They don't see anything else. As somebody like me, who is not a fanboy, I'm IMAX. I'm an IMAX, dude. I see everything. I enjoy everything. I enjoy variety, man, and to me, that's what it's all about, man. Variety of different things. You know what I mean? I personally think that being a fanboy is not healthy. It's not healthy for your mind. You're limiting yourself. You're living a limited life. Your life is limited. Your life is limited based on your brand. You know, and the brand dictates your life. It's some kind of a addiction. I don't know what it is, man. It's a really a weird psychological thing. The fanboyism is the real thing. I know people don't like to use this word fanboy, but it's out there. I didn't create it. It's been out there for a long time now. You just have to accept it. It's a real thing. It does exist. It's out there. Okay? It does exist. And it's, I guess you could say, some sort of addiction, some sort of a sickness, because it's not healthy for you. I guess you could say a fanboyism, it's some sort of a sickness that it is not healthy. It can damage your relationship with other people. It can distract you from what you need to be focused on in your life. It can be a great barrier of a distraction in your life because you're constantly thinking about your brand. You're constantly thinking about how great your brand is, and your brand is so great that I have to talk about it every minute I get a chance. And this was one of the main reasons why I blocked that other guy, Lil. If you're watching this, Lil, the reason you were blocked is because you're a fanboy. You can't bring that stuff here, man. You can't. I don't care how much you love your PlayStation, but you can't come in here and spam that kind of crap talking about that nonsense. I don't tolerate that. Fanboys are not welcomed here. I reserve the rights. This is my channel. I reserve the rights. That's why the YouTube gives me those tools. It's my channel, my rules. It's that simple. I reserve the rights. You see that name, Mr. 40K? That's me. That's my trademark. Nobody can use that trademark. That's me. And if somebody uses it, that's copyright infringement. I reserve the rights. I don't even need to have a reason to block you. I reserve the rights. Just like a private business reserves the rights. That's how it works. Same thing here on YouTube, guys. I reserve the rights. It is my channel. You want to reserve your rights, make your own channel, make your own rules. But I do not tolerate fanboys. Zero. If you're a fanboy, you're not welcome. I don't know how else to say it. Because if you're a fanboy, that's all you're going to be talking about. Spamming the entire chat, talking about your PlayStation. PlayStation this, PlayStation that. Xbox this, Xbox that. And it's annoying to me. It is boring. It's annoying, boring. And it just... It's weird. You know, if a psychiatrist looks at you and sees how you type and how you just talk about PlayStation, psychiatrist will say, something's off there. Something's off with this guy. Like, dude, okay, fine, we get it. You like your PlayStation. So what now? What do you want to do now? Duly noted. I get it. I heard you. I read your comment. You love your PlayStation. So what now? What do you want to do? Convert everybody, the entire population of 8.4 billion people, to love PlayStation, to worship PlayStation? What is your end game? What do you want to do? That's why I have zero tolerance for fanboys. And it's not just the PlayStation fanboys. It's the Xbox fanboys. It's the Nintendo PC Master Race fanboys. Any kind of fanboys are not welcomed here. I don't tolerate that stuff. I don't. I know I can make a lot of money. I would make a lot of money if I was just being a fanboy myself. I would get a lot of views. I would get a lot of people coming in. I would get probably a lot around, like, I don't know, 100,000 fanboys. But I don't do that. I don't want to exploit that. I know there's YouTubers out there who exploit that and they want to use that. I don't do that. I don't exploit that. I don't do that. I stay true to my principles. I live by my principles, and I'm sure as hell going to die by my principles. That's something that nobody can take away from me. You can't buy me out. You can't take that away from me. That's mine. I take that to the grave. That's the core principle I have. And if you're going to come to my channel, guys, my rules, my channel, simple as that. And I reserve the rights. And YouTube knows that. I reserve the rights. I can pick and choose who stays on my channel, who goes. I can remove you for any reason. I don't even have to have a reason. I can remove you. But usually, I have a pretty good reason if I remove somebody. Trust me. If you are not on my channel, there's a pretty good reason why you're not on my channel. And I sure as hell not gonna go and waste my oxygen or my energy or my day trying to explain to you why you're being removed. So hopefully this clarifies some of the confusion that some of you new subscribers might have regarding my channel. Hopefully this clarifies that. Which I don't even know why I even have to clarify this, but I'm kind enough to clarify it anyway. Anyway, getting back to the flight simulator. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Almost. All right, so we should be approaching Virginia and Washington, Maryland, pretty soon. We should be approaching Washington, D.C., Maryland, Virginia, pretty soon. We already passed the North Carolina. We're actually at the North Carolina. We're almost at the end of the North Carolina here. We should be approaching Virginia pretty soon. And then Maryland. We're going to descend a little bit.
American 1259er descend and maintain flight level 340. JetBlue 2051 descend and maintain flight level 300. Descend and maintain flight level 300, JetBlue 2051.
I'm gonna drop down to like 30,000 feet.
Descend and maintain flight level 340.
It's a 2-hour flight. It depends on which flight plan you take. Excuse me. But roughly it's about 2 hours. From Miami to New York, it's about 2 hours. And then again, depends on what type of a flight plan is it, and how fast are you going, and how fast are you allowed to go. But it's roughly about 2 hours. That's why you see a lot of people fly from Miami to New York all the time, dude. It's like 2 hours. I've seen people fly to Miami to New York like every other day or every other week. People who do a lot of business, investing, and all that. I've seen people go to New York like every other week or every other day. And they have one of those, what you call it, frequent flyers cards, where you get, where you earn points on your miles, sky miles, and then you get, discounts, and you earn, more discounts. You can use those discounts points to your next flight, so you don't have to pay the full price. You can pay half a price. Sky mileage, frequent flyers. But that's only for the business people, people who are, traveling from here to New York, right? Let's say you have a business in New York and you also got a business in Miami, and you have to go every other week over there to check on the business, have a meeting, right? So that's for whom that is. Now, if you're the CEO, I think the company pays for the private jet. I think they put you on a private jet. They have private jets, man. Miami International, Palm Beach International, and those private jets will take you to JFK. You'll be there like in about 2 hours,
United 1939er, descend and maintain flight level 320.
But that's if you're a CEO, obviously.
Descend and maintain flight
Speaking of CEOs, I didn't know that Jeffrey Bezos lived down here. He lives down here in Miami.
maintain flight level 450.
I didn't realize that. Man, a lot of people are moving to Miami.
One climb and maintain flight level 370.
I think everybody from California, from LA, moved down here, man. A lot of people from New York moved down here. A lot of people moved to... Listen, Florida's getting overpopulated, dude. A lot of people moved down here, man. A bunch of people, man, moved down here.
1091, descend and United 2301, climb and maintain flight level 370.
The main reason they moved down here, it's for a couple of reasons. The property tax is cheaper, and there is no state tax. You don't have to pay a state tax because there's no state tax. It's just feasible for
Maintain flight level 360.
a lot of rich people, man, wealthy people. They want to come down here, buy properties, start businesses, expand their businesses, right? So when you got a property tax that's cheaper, and you don't have to pay no state tax,
Climb and maintain flight level 360.
it's more feasible for them down here. That's why I see a lot of wealthy people, a lot of rich people coming down here. to continue with their businesses versus California. California, I mean, it's just ridiculous, right? You look at the state property tax in California, you look at the mortgage rates in California, buying a property in California, forget about it. Like in Los Angeles, forget about it. It's just more expensive. It's more expensive over there. I mean, I don't know how some people live in California. I mean, I'll be honest, dude. I just don't know how some people live in California, dude. I don't know how you live. I don't know what kind of job you're working and how you're doing it, and God bless you. But man, whew, it is tough. California is tough, man. That's why a lot of people are moving out of California, dude. It's just tough over there, man. Where's the best place to live? I don't know, man. A lot of people ask me this. I've been thinking about that too. You know, where's the best place to live? I honestly, from what I have heard, and I haven't been there, so I can't tell you personally, you know, if this is true or not true. But every person I spoke to who lived in North Carolina, they all tell me, out of all the states, North Carolina is the most feasible to live in. The mortgage rates are lower, properties are cheaper, the housing is cheaper, you know. You can buy a house that's like, you know, 3 bedrooms, 1,200 square feet, living room with a garage, 2.5 acres of land for about $200,000. That's not bad. That's not bad, dude. It's not bad at all for $200,000. Or you can buy something smaller for like, you know, you can buy like 2 bedrooms, no garage, just a little backyard patio for like $120,000. That's not bad either for $120,000, you know. Or you can buy an apartment for like $70,000, $60,000. Buy a condo for like $70,000, $60,000. I spoke to some of the realtors over there in North Carolina, man, and especially like a western North Carolina. No, there's eastern part of North Carolinas, right? And then you got the western parts of North Carolina, which is the Appalachian Mountains, right? The Appalachian Mountains, all of that, Blue Ridge Mountains and all that, Asheville area, you know, the Asheville town. And they're saying in like a western part of North Carolina, around the Asheville, town of Asheville area, you can find really good properties. But that's what I heard. I don't know. I mean, I have to go there myself to see if it's true, if you can find a job so easily, if the properties are cheaper and all of that. You know, you got to find out on your own, man. But a lot of people have been saying the same thing. So I don't think they're all lying, you know what I mean? But then again, this is something you have to see for yourself. You got to go out there and check it out for yourself and see if it's true, you know. Man, the weather's not looking good over here, huh? All right, so we were passing North Carolina, moving into Virginia, and pretty soon Maryland. That means we're approaching Washington, D.C. soon. And that also means we're getting closer to New York and Boston. It's already 1 hour and 22 minutes. Just like I said, it's a 2-hour flight. It's pretty realistic, though. What I'm doing now, it's pretty realistic. It really is a 2-hour flight. And that's what you're looking at, 2-hour flight. Let's look outside. Let's check it out outside.
American 2040, descend and maintain flight level 280. American 2040, descend and maintain flight level 280. Spirit Wing 786, descend and maintain flight level 360. Descend and maintain flight level 360, Spirit Wing 786.
I'll be right back.
American 2040, descend and maintain flight level 280. Flexjet 333, climb and maintain flight level 450.
I'm back. I see we're approaching Washington, D.C. Let's see. We're not that far. Well, we still got a long way to go, but it's not that far. Yeah. Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia.
United 2022 descend and maintain flight level 340. Flightjet 351 climb and maintain flight level 450.
The weather doesn't look to be that good, huh? Well, over there's a lot of snow, you know. Down below, it's snowing like crazy.
Flightjet 351 climb and maintain flight level 450. Delta 2567 descend and maintain flight level 340.
You know, somebody asked me the other day, what do you find it more enjoyable, flying or driving a truck?
Delta 2567
Like American Truck Simulator.
flight level 340.
Well, me personally, I enjoy both. But the difference is, with the American truck and Euro truck, you are on the ground, so you get to see a lot of scenery as you're driving, right? Versus when you're up in the air, you just see the horizons and see the clouds, you know, you don't see much, especially when you're up on a higher altitude, you know.
Flight level 370.
Good morning, Jose. How you doing, man? How are you? Cheers.
40. Delta 2567 descend and maintain flight level 340. Frontier flight.
We're starting an early
Maintain flight level 450.
morning flight from South Florida, Palm Beach International to
01 climb and maintain
Boston,
370.
Logan
United
International.
202 Flightjet 351
We're almost there.
and maintain flight level
We're approaching right now Norfolk, Virginia. We're gonna be
Delta 2
passing the Virginia, and then Maryland, and then after that the island of the, you know, New York, Long Island, and then after that we'll be approaching Boston, Massachusetts. Nice early morning flight, yes sir. It's kind of cool to get back into it, you know, to fly. I haven't done it in a while, so it's kind of cool. We're flying a Japanese airliner called Anna, and it's right here. I'm only using it because I like the livery. I like the blue, dark blue, and the sky blue. It really kind of resonates to me. And I also like Japan, so you know I'm a huge fan of Japan, so it really fits the bill. So you're not working, huh, Jose? This early in the morning? I thought you would be at work. Well, you got a day off or something? By the way, somebody wants to say hi. Forgot to tell you.
Delta 857
Jose.
descend and maintain flight level 3.
Someone you know. Someone who you really know, it's very close to you, wants to say hi.
Descend and maintain flight level 340 Delta 857.
This guy right here. Mr. Stroker, man. I can't get rid of him, dude.
Blue 461 descend and maintain
He's
flight
always
level
here.
320.
On every flight, man. He's just stuck with me. You know? I mean, poor guy. What can you do, man? The guy loves stroking, you know? Mr. Stroker. But I told him, man, you know, you can't do that. You know? We have regulations and policies here. You can't do that kind of crap, man.
Maintain flight level 410.
Yeah, it's unacceptable. But he says he hides it. No one can see it. I said, it doesn't matter, man. It's, you know, your hand's in there. And that's unacceptable. Well, what can you do? What can you do? I mean, you know, I'm trying to do the best I can to protect him.
340.
You know, I don't know how long can I protect him. You know, once the FAA finds out, that's it. I'm going to lose my pilot license. It's over for me.
Flight level
I'm doing the best I can to, you know. I usually will have a stewardess. I'll usually have a stewardess sits right next to him,
320.
so nobody sees anything, you know. But listen, man. When I was in Colombia, I found him. I was in Colombia and
Delta 857
he was being chased by cartels.
340.
Apparently, he owed some money to cartels, so
Flight 2440.
trying to help the guy, trying to save his life, you know. So the only way I can save his life is if he's in the air. So he's always in the air. He doesn't want to be on the ground because he's afraid. He's paranoid. He thinks that there's be cartels knocking on his door, right? So I keep him
Heavy and 452 climb.
in here. And his name is Raul!
Maintain flight level 340.
His name is Raul.
Delta
And
857 and maintain flight level 340.
Raul Stroker. Raul Stroker. And
Descend and maintain flight level 340 Frontier flight 244.
long story short, man. It's a Raul.
Heavy. Descend and maintain flight level 340 Delta 857.
No, he doesn't even play anything, dude. He just strokes.
Flexjet 3.
That's his controller. His controller is his third leg, dude. He says it's a nervous tick. It's a nervous tick that he acquired because he was so afraid of cartels
Maintain flight level 320.
that, like, he always had his hand in his pants, and you know. Look, man, it's a long story, man. It's something that needs to be told, like on
Climb and maintain.
Netflix documentary or HBO documentary or something, you know,
Flexjet 3.
but not on here.
Climb and maintain.
It's a long story, man. Anyway,
Washington Center Rouge 1762 flight level 300. Rouge 1762.
did you ever sit over here
Radar contact. Continue to Dyna.
on this side?
Heavy and 452 climb and maintain flight level 410.
It's kind of nice over here. They have television. You have to pay for it. Of course, it's not free. If you want to watch movies, you have to pay for it.
JetBlue 461 descend and maintain flight level 320. Heavy and 452 climb and maintain flight level 410. Delta 857 descend and maintain flight level 340. Delta 857 descend and maintain flight level.
You know, I've done the VR. Put this over here. I've done the. I'll put it right here. Fine. I've done the VR for this, and I did a complete flight from Miami to LAX with a automatic pilot. I set the automatic pilot, and when I was about to land, then I did the landing myself. But in a 5-hour period, I was actually sitting right here, looking out the window, listening to Spotify, listening to some Joe Rogan. I listened throughout the entire podcast of Joe Rogan about the aliens and all that. And then I listened to some Metallica, some Megadeth. I listened to some, Guns N' Roses, AC/DC as I was flying. It was actually a pretty cool experience, I have to say. And this is one of the key things that you can do with VR, with a Microsoft Flight Simulator VR. You could sit right here in the back, and you can enjoy, and you can feel like you're really, honestly, you feel like you're really there, like you're here, you're on the airplane. At one moment, I felt like I was so hypnotized that I really thought I was on an airplane, like I was inside an airplane. I was flying. I could have used
All Nippon 321.
I could have used
127.7. Good day.
Going to 127.7 all Nippon.
Actually, I could have watched the movie. Actually, there is a way to do it, man. I could have injected a movie through virtual desktop, and I could have used the virtual desktop, and I could have put the movie here, dude. Right here. So I could actually watch a movie right here. I could watch Mission. No, I could do this. I could actually inject virtual desktop, and I can watch a movie here and listen to Joe Rogan podcast. That's what you can do on the PC, on the virtual reality. There's no limitations, dude. You saw what I did yesterday. I was playing Flight Simulator on a big screen VR in this nice, beautiful house, chilling out, kicking back, relaxing. And then all the PlayStation VR 2 fanboys gets mad at me when I say that MetaQuest is better than PlayStation VR 2. They all get mad at me. Well, how could you say that? I said, what do you mean, how could I say that? I have both headsets. That's how I can say it. I'm talking about from experience, and I'm not going to lie for the sake of fanboys, which I despise fanboys. I can't stand fanboys, and anyone who's a fanboy, they're not welcomed here. That's the reason why that other guy, Lil, was blocked, because he was being a total fanboy. And he just didn't know when to shut up. He was just spamming the chat. I'm not going to lie. When there's a difference, I will talk about the difference. If this is better, then this is better than this. I'm not going to lie and tell you this is better when this is better. Sony had the opportunity to make it better, but they didn't. Facebook took the opportunity and they made it better. I'm sorry. Everyone's using a MetaQuest. Why that is? Do you see a lot of people putting on the PlayStation VR 2 headsets? All those big VR YouTube guys? No. What they're wearing? Quit this video right now. Go search all those YouTube VR celebrities with 500,000 subscribers. What are they using? Tell me. What are they using? MetaQuest 3. Why that is? Because it's the best. You don't see them wearing that big giant Titanic Pimax crystal, do you? You don't see them using that crap. You don't see them using HP Reverb G2. And you sure as hell don't see them using PlayStation VR 2. So what do you see them using? MetaQuest 3. That's a fact. You can't debate that. I'm not going to debate anybody who ignores the facts. I'm not going to waste my energy or time or oxygen debating somebody who ignores the facts. That's a fact. Look at the sales numbers. What's selling? MetaQuest 2, $200. And then MetaQuest 3 after that. Why? Because it's affordable and it's better and you don't have to be tethered to anything. If you want to be tethered to something that's optional. While the PlayStation VR 2, you have to be tethered non-stop. You can't use that headset without PlayStation. It's going to cost you additional $500.
Report them in sight.
All Nippon 321.
Case is closed. It's like Robert De Niro says in the Copland. It's closed. Case is closed. It's over. Case is closed. There's nothing there to negotiate. There's nothing there to have an argument about. MetaQuest is the king. Mark Zuckerberg is the king of VR. End of story. That's it. Bada bing, bada boom. Tony left the room. It's over. That's it. But see, Jose, this is the reason why I don't allow fanboys in my chat room. So I hope you understand where I'm coming from, Jose. I can't allow fanboys because you can't talk to a fanboy. You can't reason with a fanboy because they have this sickness and all they think about is their brand. They want to convert everybody to their brand. They want the entire planet to be PlayStation or Xbox. And that's why I have zero tolerance for anyone who's a fanboy. You're not welcome here. So even if I'm at my own echo chamber, I don't care. Even if I'm the last man on this planet, I don't care. I live by my principle and I will surely as hell die by my principles. I don't care. I don't want you here. I don't want anybody who's a fanboy here, period. You're not welcome. Maybe I should write that on my channel. If you're a fanboy of any kind, you are not welcomed. Don't waste my time. Don't waste my oxygen. Go somewhere else. Go find your cult of fanboyism somewhere else. And I'm pretty sure you will find it. They're out there. You're looking for some Sony fanboys channels? They're out there. You're looking for some Xbox fanboy channels? Believe me, they're out there. But this guy right here, it's not. Even though I qualify, and I tell this to people all the time, I qualify to be the biggest Sony fanboy on the planet, considering how many Sony products I have. I got the qualification right away to become a fanboy, but that's not who I am. That's not who I am. That's not that I will ever be that person. Never, ever. When I die, when you go see and visit my graveyard, it's never going to say, in loving memory of a Sony fanboy. It's not going to say that. I guarantee you it will not say that. In loving memory of a Sony fanboy. It's not going to say that on my fucking tombstone. But anyway. Preaching to the choir. You already know this, Jose. I don't need to tell you this shit. But I'm talking to those ones who are sitting on the sidelines. You know the ones sitting on the sidelines. And it has nothing to do like, oh, I love my product. I have no problem. Here's what people don't understand. And they can't seem to distinguish the difference between the two. I have no problem with you liking your product. But when your product becomes the obsession and you're advertising your product constantly and you're spamming the chat room constantly with your product, I can't stand that. Did you know PlayStation can do this? Did you know PlayStation? Oh no, I didn't know that. Wow, gee whiz, dude. Wow. I must be living in Antarctica without the internet. Oh gee whiz, tell me about it. Really? You can do that? Really? Did you know that the MetaQuest can do this? No, I didn't know that. Did you know the Xbox can do it? No, I didn't know that. Gee whiz, man. What do you take me for, guys? You know, it's just annoying, man. This is what people don't seem to understand. It's annoying to me to read somebody's comment bragging about their product, justifying their product. Jesus Christ, man. How pathetic does your life has to be? That you can't even go to bed at night because you need to justify that your brand is the best, that your product is the best, man. Have you never seen Fight Club? Have you never seen Tyler Durden? Haven't you learned anything from that movie? The things you own. It's like Brad Pitt says. I mean, Tyler Durden character, played by Brad Pitt back then. The things you own end up owning you. You know what? That movie predicted it. Here we are, 24 years later. I'm sorry, 25 years later, because the movie came out in 99. 25 years later, here we are, fanboys. The things you own end up owning you. Here, I'll say a little bit louder so you guys can hear it. The things you own end up owning you. That's a fact. Just remember that. And it owns your wallet too. Yes. Yeah. Keep cashing out. Keep buying all that shit that you don't need. Just like all these other guys gonna be buying a 4080 Super. And they have a, 4080 or 4090 because they think that it's gonna be something better. Why? If you got 4080, you don't need 4080 Super. Is 20% gonna make that much of a difference? Are you really gonna see that difference? Are you? No. 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 The only difference you're gonna see is in your bank account. Because you're wasting your money on the shit you don't need. And these big corporations, they got you hypnotized, paralyzed, manipulated with their bullshit. And you guys are so happy to jump in and buy it. They got you by the balls, man. They got you in their fucking pockets. I'm sorry for the language. I had to drop one F-bomb. Can I get away with one F word? Not suitable for the advertisers? Limited advertisers? Fine? Good. Thank you, YouTube. Artificial intelligence. I just don't get some of you guys. I don't understand you, dude. I feel like I don't fit in, dude. Like, in this world. Honestly. I feel like I don't fit in. I look around, I see people, I was like, dude, Jesus Christ, man, what the hell is this? Did I land on a different dimension, different planet? This is so alien to me. Like, where is the common sense? We used to have that. It's called common sense, but you don't see that no more. You don't see that. You see a bunch of brainwashed, programmed sheeps. The corporation says jump, and the sheep says, "Meh, meh, how high? Meh, meh, how high?" As high as your wallet can go. As high as your wallet can go. And that's what you guys do every single time. It's going to be no different this year. Same shit this year. Quite honestly, I think it's too late. People are so brainwashed. Hey, Jose. People are so brainwashed. They're so hypnotized, manipulated. They're playing him like a ping pong, dude. They're playing this population like a ping pong, dude. Like a ping pong. Just do whatever the hell they want to do. It's laughable. It's sad. It is sad. First and above of all, it is sad. But it's also laughable that people are so brainwashed, so dumbed down that they can't see what the hell's going on. Like common sense. I don't need to buy this. I'm already good. I'm going to wait 5 years till something groundbreaking comes out. That's when I'm going to upgrade. When something groundbreaking comes out by 2028 or 2030, and then I have no choice, then I have to upgrade. Same thing with a television. When 8K becomes a standard, then I have a reason to upgrade to 8K and get that 88-inch TV. I want to buy a television every year. Buy television every year. Watching digital trends. That guy's making money. That's his business. He's sponsored. He doesn't give a shit what TV you buy. As long as you click on that code and he gets the kickback money from it, from its sponsors. My God, I can't believe people are this stupid, man. I really can't believe that people are this dumbed down, dude. That they can't wake up, man. That they're just this dumb. Jesus Christ, man. The worst offender is the sports gambling market. Everywhere you look, they're trying to push sports books these days. Well, yeah, because you got a bunch of sheeps, you got a bunch of dummies. And when you got a bunch of sheeps, when you got a bunch of dummies, yeah, they're going to be more than happy to participate. You got to remember, there's few smart people. There's a few minority of smart people. But majority, holy jumping shitballs. Dumber than a second coat of paint, man. Dumber than a second coat of paint. They're out there, bro. They're floating around. They're floating around, man. They're dumber than a second coat of paint, and they're breeding. That's the worst part. They're breeding, and they're multiplying. And the companies loves that. Please multiply some more. Get some more credit. Get into debt, and your children will go into debt. And their children will go into more debt with a 75%, 85% interest rate. And you're never going to pay off that fucking thing. Never going to pay it off. You're going to go into fucking bankruptcy. Not smart, man. But that's what they have dummies, you know. Oh, I own a house. No, you don't own a house. Yeah, it's a mortgage. No, it's a bank's house. You're still paying it, yo-yo. I own my property. No, you don't own your property. The government owns the property. You're paying the property tax. Once you stop paying that property tax, they kick your ass out. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, Billy Bob Joe, maybe you should get a new brain and freaking learn. Oh, don't be so nasty to me. Oh. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, man, that people are this dumb. They're this dumb and they can't wake up. They can't see what the hell's going on. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. As long as you have dumb people, listen, the government likes dumb people. Secret societies and the elites, they love dumb people. Because that's how they stay in power. Dumb, naive people that can be easily manipulated, brainwashed, you know, controlled. That's what they're looking for. They don't want smart, intelligent people like me or you, Jose, or others who are intelligent and smart. They're not looking for that. They don't want that. They're not interested in that. And they, for sure as hell, they don't want that to multiply. They don't want intelligence people to multiply. They're afraid of that shit. They don't want that. They don't want majority of population to figure out how badly they're getting fucked over. They don't want that. That's not good for them. That's a no-no for them. They like status quo. They like to be able to control you, and they want you to be dumb enough. Do as we tell you. Follow the rules. Follow the orders. And that's it. That's what they're looking for. And sadly, sadly, there's never a shortage of dumb people out there. And that's why they're running the show. That's why things are never going to change. because you got a lot of dumb people out there. You got a bunch of dumb sheeps, you know. Anyway, man, come on. I have no more microphones. I've been dropping these microphones, man. Sorry, dude. This is my only microphone I have. I cannot drop it. I need it. Come on, man. Well, that's why they're able. So now you know why things are the way they are. That's why they're able to operate all these years, all these decades, you know? They need dumb people. And like I said, luckily for them, there's never a shortage of dumb people. They're out there. All right, let's see where we are. So we passed the Washington, D.C. We should be approaching New York pretty soon. And after that, we should be getting to Boston. We're actually not that far. To be honest, we're really not that far. We're going to go back to our cockpit. We'll leave Mr. Stroker here to continue stroking. We're gonna be descending pretty soon. Once we get to once we get to New York, we're gonna start descending. Like right here, when we pass New York, right around here, we're gonna be descending. Like right here. For sure, we'll be descending right here. So how come you're not working today, Jose? Today's your day off? Off today and tomorrow. Tuesday and Wednesday, huh? Tuesday and Wednesday, Hey. Hallelujah. There you go. Oh, man, I haven't finished my banana, by the way. Know how I eat my banana? I eat my banana like this. Like that. You know? You know, like a night slasher. You know, like a night slasher. Banana slasher. Banana slasher. Even I have rights, don't I, pig? I'm gonna eat my banana. shout out to Brian Thompson, man. I would love to have a podcast with Brian Thompson, man. He's pretty cool. I should get in touch with Brian Thompson, man. Talk to him about a Cobra. What was it like to work with Sylvester Stallone? I am the law. I am the law. That'd be kind of cool. You know what's sad? Jose, me and you know who Brian Thompson is, right? Of course, we know. We're the kids of the 80s. But I guarantee you there's a bunch of people watching here right now. They have no clue who Brian Thompson is. They have to go ahead and they have to Google it. That shows you how old I am. I'm a dinosaur, dude. Dinosaur. Headed to extinction. Headed to extinction, man. To be honest with you, I'm kind of looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to my extinction. Oh, I look at the future, dude. I see nothing, man. I see nothing, bro. What? More of this nonsense, Generation Zen? No, thank you, man. More of TikTok nonsense? No. No, man. More of this crazy world? Dude, if my extinction comes sooner than later, I'm going to be a happy guy. I'm very happy. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, honestly, man, when you look at the future, can't you just see how wonderful the future is going to be with all the shit going on? I mean, you see, I'm realistic. I'm comfortable with everything. I don't lie to myself. I don't lie to myself and say, ooh, everything's going to be great. Future's looking great, you know, or whatever. I'm not afraid of dying. I'm not afraid of anything. There's nothing you can do to me. You cannot terrify me. You cannot threaten me. You cannot manipulate me. You can't do shit with me. Nothing. Because I have no fear of anything. Because I keep it real. I'm very realistic. And I look at life realistically. Like, I see a lot of people lying to themselves, you know, like pretending, oh, everything's great, everything's awesome. Hey, look, man, whatever helps you sleep at night, but come on, man. Look around you, dude. I have yet to see a happy person. I have yet to find a happy. Everybody's miserable, dude. I have this gift. There may be a couple of percentage of minority, few happy in between, small little percentage, small little microscopic percentage, like a needle in the haystack. But majority out there, I don't care how much money you got in your bank account. I don't care if you're driving a Bugatti. I don't care how many supermodels from Victoria's Secrets and others you have. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care how many, you know, country clubs you belong to. I don't care. They're all miserable. Every single one of those I spoke to, they're all miserable. Miserable as fuck. They're smiling through their fake veneer teeth and their, you know, fake tan and their fake grooming hair and their fake ass BMW, AMGs, I mean Mercedes AMGs and BMWs and whatever the fuck they drive these days. Everybody's just pretending. And I can read everybody like an open book. Behind that fake face, you know, that fake persona, and that, you know, bullshit ass, bourgeois, AMG, fucking Mercedes. You know what I mean? They all just pretend. Everybody's so phony, man. Phoniness just reeks. And none of these motherfuckers are happy. They're all miserable as fuck. Why that is? We all know why. Because society is miserable. Life is miserable. Everything about it is miserable. People pretending, being fake, pretending, acting, pretending, acting, pretending. Everyone should have an Oscar by now. The entire population should have a fucking Oscar. No one's really fucking happy. I'm sorry. Like I said, there's maybe a small, tiny, little microscopic minority that might be happy, few in between. Happy, few in between. Like a needle in a haystack. But everybody else, they're just pretending. And when you talk to them, like all these married people, you know, they're all miserable, man. They're all pretending. Not too long ago, I was at the barbecue with a bunch of married people. Miserable as fuck, dude. Their wives, miserable as fuck. With all that fake ass, mascara, makeup, all that bullshit. Miserable as fuck, dude. I try to keep it real, guys. And this is one of the reasons people don't like me. Because they don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear the facts. They would just rather I lie to them. They would just rather that we all pretend and lie. Oh, I enjoy it. So nice. We love it. Oh, everything's hunky-dory. Yay. Uh-huh. Yeah, sure. Uh-huh. Yeah, of course. Sure. Whatever you say. That's why people don't like me, because they hate that shit. It makes them feel depressed. Well, that's the point of the truth. It's gonna make you feel depressed. It's gonna make you feel like shit. But it's a process that you have to go through to realize, hey, I feel better now that I know that none of this shit is important. All this bullshit's not important. I'm just here to experience this life and that's it. People are gonna forget about me. No one's gonna fucking remember me. No one's gonna even show up at my fucking grave. They're not gonna even know where my fucking grave is, where I'm fucking buried. No one gives a fuck. They only give a fuck about you when they need you for a little bit. You just realize, I'm just here to experience this. None of this shit really matters. This is just experience. You're not your fucking house. You know, you're not your whatever, your success. When you pass away, how many of your children are going to show up at your grave? How many times they're going to show up at your grave? And how many times your grandkids will show up at your grave? They won't even remember you. They'll forget about you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you have to hear it from me, guys. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. I'm injecting some reality. Like Andrew Tate says, injecting some reality that it's uncomfortable for you. This is why I'm shadow banned, because YouTube doesn't like this. YouTube artificial intelligence hates this shit. Like equilibrium. Stay with the equilibrium, Mr. 4K. Don't go against the equilibrium. You ever saw the Equilibrium? That movie with Christian Bale? Well, that's pretty much what's going on right now. Speaking of which, Jose, please don't tell me, Jose, that you never seen Equilibrium. Christian Bale, 2000, before he did Batman Begins. Please tell me. Before he did American Psycho. You saw Equilibrium, right? Christian Bale movie? Anyway, if you guys never seen Equilibrium, watch it today. Right now, today. Buy it, rent it. I don't care how you watch it, just watch it. Equilibrium, Christian Bale, 2000. Watch it today. Like right now. Just Stop watching this and watch Equilibrium right now. What? Jose, you disappoint me. You disappoint me, Jose. You disappoint me. You never. Jose, what's wrong with you, man? Forget American Psycho. Okay, quit right now, Jose. Today's your day off. Stop watching this live stream. I'm gonna land soon anyway. Go watch Equilibrium, dude. Buy it, rent it. I don't care how you watch it. Get a bootleg version, download it illegally. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck how you watch it. Watch it right now. It's your day off. Watch Equilibrium today, right now. It's time for your awakening. Equilibrium's gonna be the awakening movie for you, bro. I am a dinosaur. I'm sorry. You see, when I said I don't fit in, I really don't fit in, dude. I think I slipped through another dimension. It's the same planet, but a different dimension, dude. I need to find my own dimension, dude. I'm in the wrong place, dude. I don't belong here, dude. I need to find a fucking portal, dude. I need to get the fuck out of here. I don't fit in. I need to find another portal to go back to my original dimension. Jesus H. Christ. Watch the Equilibrium today. Watch the Equilibrium, Christian Bale, today. Like today, tomorrow, your day off, watch it. You gotta see it, man. I'm telling you right now.
All Nippon 321 traffic in sight.
You need to watch Equilibrium, dude. I'm just disappointed that you haven't seen it yet. I mean, I don't even know what to say, Jose. I mean, I'm like, how could this be? How could this be that you never seen the Equilibrium, dude? I'm like, I don't know what the deal is. You gotta see Equilibrium, dude. The movie came out right after The Matrix, dude. The following year. Right after The Matrix, dude. All of those movies, think about it. From 1999 to 2000, there was 3 movies that came out that was letting us know what's going to happen in the future. Fight Club, consuming all that bullshit, being controlled. Matrix, and Equilibrium. 3 movies came out, dude, and we were so blind to fucking see it. We were so damn blind to fucking see it, man. Blinded. I was blinded too. Fight Club, Matrix, Equilibrium. Those 3 movies, man. We didn't see it. We didn't see it coming. Not to mention The Simpsons. The Simpsons been freaking telling us flat out, hey guys, this is your future. And we didn't see it. We didn't see it coming, even on Simpson. I'm telling you, man. And that's why these elites are laughing, because they're like, these guys are so dumb. We even put this shit in the movies, and they still can't figure it out. They still don't see it. They don't see the forest for the trees. That's a test. They're testing us to see how smart we are or how dumb we are. And they realize, man, we still have a lot of dumb sheeps out there, so let's continue on with our plans. Continue on with our plans. The sheeps are dumb. They will comply. We already tested it with the movies. And even I didn't see it coming. That's how blind I was, dude. I know you like your 80s, and so do I. And so do I, Jose, but once in a while you gotta take a special interest approach. You gotta check out some other things, you know, once in a while. You know. I mean, I love my 80s movies, but I also like to check out some other things, you know. Some other movies. Look, I'm getting a flu. Illuminati flu. Immediately I'm getting the Illuminati flu. They put it in this banana. This banana, it's not a real banana. It's Illuminati banana created in the lab. You guys know this is created in the lab. You know that. This is not natural. This is created in a fucking lab. Hello? It's created in the lab. Hello? $1985, 1986, 1987. Holy shit, bro. 85, 86, 87. Those 3 years? Holy fuck, dude. Think about it. 85, 86, 87, Predator, Blood Sports, Delta Force, I mean, RoboCop, Cobra, Rocky 4, Aliens, I mean, Jesus Christ, 48 Hours, I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Beverly Hills Cop 2, I mean, Commando. It's crazy. Rambo 2. I mean, we can go down the list, man. You know.
123.675 all Nippon 321.
Die Hard in 1987. Die Hard.
Providence approach all Nippon 321.
Hans Gruber. You know, being thrown off of Nakatomi Plaza. I mean, jeez. Double impact. There you go. Yeah. Dude. Nightmare on the Elm Street. Dude, there's so many, man. So many movies. The list is too long, dude. Blade Runner, Black Rain from Ridley Scott, Top Gun, Risky Business, Cocktail, Color of Money, Color of Money. Are you kidding me? Tom Cruise, young Tom Cruise, and what's his name? That actor, man, the famous actor, Paul Newman. Jesus, bro. Goodfellas. Scarface, for crying out loud. Tony Montana. I mean, Platoon. Back to the Future. Part 1, Part 2. The list is too big, man.
Providence approach, all Nippon 321.
The list is too big, bro.
Transition Charlie airspace.
And we're just talking 3 years, 86, 85, 86, 87. Not to mention the rest of the 80s, Terminator, The Running Man, Above the Law, Nico, played by Steven Seagal, come on, man. Rocky 4, Rocky 3, Rambo 3, Rambo 2, Missing in Action 1, Missing in Action 2, Missing in Action 3 by yours truly, Chucky Norris. Should I go on? Exactly. So many movies, dude. The entire decade of 80s, in terms of movies, in terms of TV shows, in terms of music, pop music culture, that decade was the greatest decade ever. In terms of music, movies, entertainment. I mean, Jesus. What a great decade. I don't think we'll ever see a decade like that, man. Like 1980s were like just, dude, I mean, that's once in a lifetime. Once in a lifetime, dude. Stuff like that we're never ever going to see, man. That was truly a golden time. And those of us who were lucky enough to live in that time, oh my God, man. Oh my God, dude. Not to mention Indiana Jones movies, the Raiders of the Lost Ark, the Temple of the Doom, and the, all these other movies. The Last Crusade. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I mean, E.T.
4.1 all Nippon 321. Goodbye. Boston approach, all Nippon 321 1,200 feet.
I mean, there's so many movies, dude. It was just like The Goonies! In Oregon, Portland, Oregon. Goonies movie. You got Goonies, The Lost Boys. I mean, Jesus. Cobra. We already talked about Cobra. The list goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on, dude. And then you got Miami Vice. Miami Vice, the greatest TV show ever made. The music in that TV show, man, changed everything, dude. Look, man, me and you could talk about the 80s forever, dude. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. Ghostbusters, Home Alone. I mean, Groundhog Day. I mean, Jesus Christ. All the Bill Murray movies. Beetlejuice. Come on, man. Footloose. Roadhouse. Patrick Swayze. Ghost. Patrick Swayze. I mean, come on, man. Lethal Weapon. Mad Max. Mad Max 2. Tequila Sunrise. Backdraft with Kurt Russell and William Baldwin. Ah, oh, dude. The Hunt for the Red October. Jesus H. Christ, man. Untouchables. Should I go on? Leviathan. That sea creature, monster. That, what's his name was in that movie? RoboCop guy. Peter Weller. Gene Wilder movies. That's right.
Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
See nothing, hear nothing.
Cleared through Bravo airspace. All
It was Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder, man. Are you kidding me? Hear nothing, see nothing. I mean, God. Die Hard 2, Die Harder. You got... I already mentioned Tequila Sunrise. It's a good movie, too. That was Kurt Russell and Meg Ryan and Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson, yeah. Mel Gibson, Kurt Russell, Meg Ryan. You've got, oh, God. So many. So many, dude. It's too many movies, dude. Too many movies. We could spend like entire day just talking about it, dude. Honestly, we could. Welcome to Boston, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. Welcome to Boston. Actually, the flight, it was 2.5 hours, as a matter of fact. But, I think it's about right. 2.5 hours. From here to Boston. From Palm Beach International to Boston, it's about 2.5 hours.
1,000. $500. 400. 300. 200. Overspeed. 100.
Oh, come on, look at this guy.
20. Retard.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have landed. A little bit bumpy on the landing gear, but nonetheless, we made it. We landed. Here we are. It's a bit cloudy in Boston. Logan International. And we're gonna go ahead, find our way to the terminal. Thank you, brother. Now we need to go to the terminal, find where the terminal is. I think it's on the other side. Don't worry, I'll find it. We just have to taxi our way to the terminal. I'm gonna do it right here. So yeah, man, me and you could talk about the 80s, Jose, forever. You know that. Because we understand. Well, those of us who are our generation, listen, if you lived in the 80s, you know how good it was. You know, we're preaching to the choir. You know how good it was. But sadly, this generation will never understand how good we have it. How good we had it, how good we had it back in the 80s, man. And sadly, this generation will never know that. They're stuck with, you know, all this other crap. You know, a generation that is dependent on the phone. They have to look at the phone every single time. They can't even like take a fresh air outside without looking at the phone, man. You know, and this is something that this generation will never understand. What it was like to be in the 80s, growing up in the 80s, man. No phones, no beeper. You have to go to a phone booth. You have to have some quarters. You have to find the nearest phone booth, get some quarters, and hopefully you remember the number. You have to remember the number. Hopefully you wrote it down somewhere. to find out where your friend Johnny's at. But unfortunately, in this generation, it's all dependent on the phone. Look, it was simpler back then. Everything, simple life is more happier life, what I'm trying to say. Simple life, it's a more happy life, more healthier life. So live a simple life, and you'll be happy. If you're living a life that's consuming by measurement of how much products do you have, that's not a healthy life. That's not healthy for you, for your state of mind. That's a cancer that you're living. A healthy life is a simple life. So this flight took about two and a half hours from Palm Beach International to Logan International in Boston. So from South Florida to Boston, Massachusetts, it's about 2.5 hours. So technically from Florida to Massachusetts, it's about 2.5 hours, which is about right, I'm not sure, to be honest. That's a good question. I think they do have faster planes, but that's mainly used for overseas. Like, I might have to ask Dominic, but I think 777 is a little bit faster. I think 777, it's a little bit faster. Honestly, you should ask Dominic that. He probably knows. I'm gonna go on a speculation. I'll speculate and I'll guess. I'm gonna guess maybe 777. But I could be wrong. Take it with a grain of salt, but I think it's 777. Might be slightly a little bit faster. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there we are. We're here. We have made it. We have made it on this Tuesday. On this Tuesday morning of 2024. I wish it was 1984, but it's only 2024. We have made it. The Yakuzas have arrived in Boston. John Wick. They're looking for John Wick, man. The table of Japan is looking for John Wick. There you go. Engines are shut down. So 2.5 hours. So now you know what it takes to fly from Palm Beach International to Boston, Logan International. It's 2.5 hours. It's not bad. So if you want to go from Palm Beach to Boston, it's about 2.5 hours. So you can watch a movie. You can watch a movie, finish a movie, and when you finish the movie, you're gonna be at the Boston, ready to go. Not bad. Not bad at all. But the live stream is 3 hours. That's because I had to set up everything in the beginning when I started the live stream. And I had a little introduction where I was talking about the Microsoft Flight Simulator. So me landing, taxiing out, all of that. So the live stream is 3 hours, but flying from Palm Beach International to Boston, Logan International, it's about 2.5 hours. And that's realistic, actually. This is all realistic. This is, you know, not some made up shit. This is real. So, hey, at least I still have it in me, dude. You know, even though I didn't play Flight Simulator in a long time, but over the case of 3 years, I learned a lot. I gotten better. Yes, I crashed a lot in the beginning, but over the course of 3 years, you know, I've gotten better. I learned a lot of things from Dominic in terms of like how to adjust the altitude, when to use the flaps, when is the appropriate time to use them, how to do the VFR, how to do the IFR. You know, you learn all of these things as the time goes. So not bad, but I like this plane, dude. Listen, A321. This is why this is one of my favorite airplanes. A321 Airbus 321. It's one of my favorite airplanes. It's twin engine. It's just perfect, man. And it really was built well. Latin VFR. I love this company, Latin VFR, Jose. These guys, they are really underrated, man. They're so underrated. They built these airplanes on this software so well, and they should get more recognition. They also got the new one, A330. Dominic was telling me about it. A330. He did a review on it and he likes it. He says there's still some room for the improvement, but overall it's great. Latin VFR, guys, if you want an affordable airplane for the Microsoft Flight Simulator, Latin VFR, it's perfect. It's highly recommended to get your feet wet, to start flying, man. That's what I would go for. Now, if you want something to the next level, then you got PMDG, 737, PMDG, obviously. Yes, they're more expensive, but you're getting a state-of-the-art 737. from PMDG. But I think this is a good way for you to start with Latin VFR, you know. I bought it dirt cheap when it was on sale. Currently, they're selling it for like $29. But if I was you, I would wait till it drops down the price. When there's sales, always keep an eye on the sales. You should be able to get it for like $19. And for $19, dude, this is definitely worth it. Definitely, this plane is worth 19 bucks. You also have a live passengers in the back, like Mr. Stroker and others. You got that lady that screams about he's not real, he's an alien. You know, you got that lady in there as well. So you got the whole shenanigans in there, man. Straight out of the movie Airplane. So definitely worth it. I would purchase it when it goes on sale for 19 bucks easily. Like, highly recommended. All right, well, there you have it. I don't know if there's anything else to say. Yes, this is what I've been using. This thing right here. I've been using this thing. I love it. And you can see my 3090 Ti right there with the big LED lights. Looks like Las Vegas in there. Great 3090 Ti, man. It's awesome. I still use it. I love it. No complaints. Well, Jose, thank you for stopping by on this early morning flight. Do I use that stick when I'm in VR too? Yes. I used it with F-22 Raptor. Yeah. I used it with the F-22, F-35. Sure. I like it, man, because it's... the reason I'm using this stick, because I'm in the office, and here in the office, I don't have enough space to put my flight sticks, you know, my yokes from TCA, Boeing, you know. I don't have enough space for that. Or to use my Turtle Beach Velocity yoke, I just don't have enough space to put it here. I might have to do that in my bedroom with my ultra-wide screen and a Tobii eye tracker. But here, for the office, for my studio, you see this green screen behind me? In the office here, yeah, this is feasible for me in the office. And it gets the job done, man. All the you got plenty of buttons here, man. There's plenty of buttons here for you to button map, key bind, your gears, your APU switches, everything, your, you know, flaps up and down, all that jazz. Throttle, everything's there. It's perfect. Thank you, Jose. Good start of my days off. Well, there you go. You might see me later on. I might pop in. Later on with something else. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do. But I'll think of something. People ask me, what is your plans? I have no plans, dude. Like, I don't really plan this. I just wake up and I'm like, okay, let me drink my coffee and let me think about it. And I just go by whatever I feel like it, you know, whatever comes to me. I don't really have a plan. The only time I have a plan is if there's a new release of a video game, right? If there's a certain video game coming out on that date, and then I'll have a plan for that game. But I really try not to make any plans. I just roll the dice, put it out there, and that's it. That's how I operate, man, you know. You do the same way? Yeah, I don't blame you, man. That's the best way to do it. Honestly. That is the best way to do it, man. 100%. For sure. So yeah, man, I'm gonna be around later on for sure. You'll see me. I have some ideas as to what I'm gonna do, but I'm not gonna tell you. I'll just let you find out. It's better that way when I just surprise you and you're like, oh, that's what we're doing. He's back. Oh, I see. And everybody else on the sidelines, become a member, guys. Become a member. And then you can talk about your PlayStation all day long. You can talk about your favorite brand all day long because you're paying for it. I promise you, I make a pledge right now. I promise you. If you become a member and you're a paying member, I promise you I will not remove you for talking about your brand. But I cannot have you talk about your brand for free and then spam my message, my chat for free. You know, even though I don't like fanboys, but if you're gonna pay for it, at least you paid for it, so I guess you earned the right to talk about it. You know, I think that's a fair game, don't you think, Jose? I think that's a fair game. That's a fair game. If you pay and you become a member, then go talk about your product. Yeah, you pay for it, talk about it. But if you want to do it for free and you're spamming the entire chat, that's kind of not cool, man. I knew you were going to feel the same way about it. Yeah, hey, look, it's true. You pay for it, talk about it. All right, Jose. I'll see you later, brother. Keep an eye on me later on in the afternoon. Check your notifications. All right, man. I'll see you in a little bit. I'll see you later. I'll be back. I'll be back. Trust me. I will be back. I always want to say that. I'll be back with a clear vision. With a clear vision. That I never use the phone before I go to the gym. People say, why don't you use the phone? That I don't want to use the phone. This is too much distraction. I don't want to have any distraction when I go to the gym. I want to feel my pump when I'm working out. I don't want to be distracted by nobody. So what I will usually do is I turn off the phone. It's the first thing I do in the morning. They put the thing in the airplane mode. And then they go to the gym. And after I get the nice pump, they finish working out. Then finally, when they take a hot shower, when they get nice and cozy, then I have my stogie, smoke my cigar. Then I check my phone. This is what I do. All right, guys, later. I'll catch you later, Jose. Hasta la vista. Hasta la vista, baby. What's the matter, Dylan? I said, hasta la vista, baby. It doesn't matter what kind of baby. Any kind of baby. It doesn't matter. Just the hasta la vista, baby. The hell with this thing. The hell with you, Dylan. How about just, I'll be back. I will be back. I will be back. Not just, I'll be back. I said to Jim Cameron, I don't want to say I'll be back. I want to say I will be back. And the Jim Cameron keep telling me, am I not the freaking director? Are you the director? Read the damn lines. I said, fine, you're the director, but I think it's better if I say I will be back. No, just say the damn freaking word. Say, I'll be back. Fine, Jim. I'll be back. I'll be back. True story, by the way. This is true story. Look it up. Him, Arnold, and Jim Cameron got in a fight about this shit. And this is true story. And thank God that Arnold listened to Jim Cameron and started saying, I'll be back. True story, by the way. Go look it up. True story. All right, guys. I'll catch you later.